So can you tell we're excited to be back? Although this is a very different back to the last time we were here. When we left you at the end of the last video, we were in Florida. And I have to say the weather there was very different to this. We woke up this morning and Chrissy said she was very pleasantly surprised to wake up to a good 6 to 8 inches.
It's more than the 4 I'm used to.
Yes, so as I say, when we last left you, we were in Florida. Since then, we drove up to Boston in Massachusetts, we flew home to the UK, saw friends and family, we attended a wedding, and then we've flown back to Boston, collected sterling, and driven up the coast to where we are now in Booth Bay Harbour in Maine. Here is a little montage of what happened to us from the end of the last video to now. And while you watch that and catch up with us, we will just pop back inside, get out this cold wind and have a nice hot cup of coffee. We'll see you in there later. After you, madam.
Thank you.
Other than a short stop for lunch and a little wildlife viewing at Payne's Prairie Preserve, we had only one stop to make before we left Florida. We went to Jacksonville to watch the Jaguars take on the Baltimore Ravens. It would be our first ever game of American football. Off to the game. It's very windy. It looks like it's going to rain any minute. We've got to get the bus. Game Day Express. This game as neutrals, not really wanting to support anybody necessarily, but guess what? We're now Jags! And then, as they have been promising to do all morning, the heavens opened. Fortunately, the rain did manage to stop before the game kicked off. It's a code blue. When I saw the lightning, it was nearly a code brown. When we put these t-shirts on that we were given with the Jacksonville Jaguars, we thought it was pretty cool. But now we found ourselves sitting in the Ravens part of the ground.
Score predictions? 23-3 Baltimore.
23?
The 3.
The 3?
Yeah, 3.
Wow.
Just field goal.
My dear. 27-24 Baltimore.
Oh, close. Much closer. Come on, score prediction.
What's that?
Score prediction. What's the score going to be?
Ravens
33-19.
The Ravens 35, Jacksonville 6.
Well, as it turned out, they were all wrong. To be honest, the game itself wasn't a particularly exciting one, with the Ravens taking an early lead and keeping that lead until half time, when we missed out on a free t-shirt and then spotted this. People watching the game from a swimming pool. In the second half, the Ravens continued to build on their lead, and their fans treated us to some vocal delights. But wait, What's that? The Jaguars are making a comeback? With only a few minutes left, the Ravens just needed one more touchdown to secure the game. Will they get it? It's getting close. Yes. No. How about another go? This time, surely they'll get it. Yes. No. Yes. No, still no. And then, completely against the run of play, the Jaguars scored a touchdown with only 14 seconds left. The score is now 27-26 to the Ravens. Will the Jaguars go for 1 point or be brave and go for 2 points? The Jaguars went for 2 points and got them. But wait, more excitement to follow. There's still 5 seconds left in the game. Just enough time for the Ravens to kick a field goal. Surely they won't. No, they didn't. Victory to the Jaguars.
Take me anywhere that you want. I don't even care if we come back again. And as long as the stars are shining above us, then I just wanna be where you are. I don't wanna close my miss a moment of you. And as long as the sun shines upon us, and I just wanna be where you are. 'Cause with you I feel no fear, and when you hold me all my wounds are healed. When I'm with you I feel safe. There is no pretending, no need to escape. And I know I just wanna be where you are. I know everything has an end, and I know that we are not getting any younger. But as long as there is time, I will walk beside you. 'Cause I just wanna be where you are. 'Cause with you I feel no fear, and when you hold me all my wounds are healed. When I'm with you I feel safe. There is no pretending, no need to escape. Then I know I just wanna be where you are.
So this is the cotton on the cotton plant, and it feels quite soft, but then inside there's like, I don't know, some hard bit. that a seed or something? There. We must take them out. There's another one there. But
There's
very spiky.
A lot of separation to be done to get the cotton. These lumps that are inside, and all these are very spiky. Here, the plants, yeah. And you can't imagine when they used to pick these by hand.
Oh yeah. Those are. I think it's these leaves that are spiky.
Yeah, they must have been scratched to death.
Yeah.
Well, good morning and welcome to day 2 of our time here in Washington DC. Today we are at the beautiful Arlington Cemetery. Very emotional place to be, but very interesting as well. We had a great first day yesterday. We're not staying in Washington DC, we're actually staying outside in the suburbs in Virginia, and we've been using the metro system. Once we worked out how to purchase tickets, then it's been a great system to get us in and out of the town. Yesterday we explored around the National Mall area. We saw, first of all, we came across the White House, looked at that from front and back, and then wandered across to the Lincoln Memorial and saw the Washington Monument, and in the distance we saw the Capitol building. There wasn't a lot of point in walking all the way to the Capitol building yet, and from what I understand it's all fenced and barried off after the riots on January the 6th, so you can't get very close. But and we actually stayed until it got dark, and that was great because I think once it got dark and the lights all came on, actually a lot of it looked better and there was less people around. Not that it was too busy. We had a wonderful meal during the day. Farmers Founders. Anyway, it'll be on the video. But yeah, we had a lovely meal there at lunchtime. So we didn't go mad. We didn't actually visit any of the museums. We just had a leisurely walk and took in the sights. Particularly enjoyed. Well, I say enjoy is perhaps a funny word to use, but the statue for the Korean War Memorial, very impressive, and again looked better at night, I think, than it did during the daytime. Today we've come back and we're going to visit the cemetery. Got a couple of hours here, and then we're back on the metro and heading to the other side of the town, or other side of the National Mall, to go and watch England play Senegal in the knockout stage of the World Cup. We could have spent a lot more time at Arlington Cemetery, but we wanted to be here at the Winter Garden. where in large tents we could buy English beer and watch England play in the football, yes that's proper football, World Cup against Senegal. On our table, we sat with a wonderfully mixed group of people, including a couple from Senegal and an American called Alex, whose dad was Scottish. And in true Scottish style, he wanted whichever team England were playing against to win. So he supported Senegal until it became obvious that England were going to win, and then he switched allegiance.
Any final words, Alex, for the camera?
I believe in the French. I look forward to next week. Have a good one.
God, it is absolutely freezing. Oh, whose idea was this?
Come to the seaside, they said. It's beautiful, they said. Well, it might be, but I can't see much with all this rain on my glasses.
We thought we'd come to the seaside for some sun, sea and views, but it's raining come snowing. Not what we expected.
Well, we may have chosen the worst possible place to do this video. If you can hear us over the wind and the waves, I'll be amazed. We are here on Cape Cod today, and this is our last day on Cape Cod. We drove to here from Washington. Why Cape Cod, I hear you ask? Well, one main reason is that I have a cousin here, Stuart, and we met with him yesterday, spent a very pleasant afternoon with him, even though we then watched England play France and lose. It was still a very pleasant time with Stuart. And we came out today for a little drive around, a little explore, before we head tomorrow to Boston Airport in order to fly home for Christmas. With Chrissy's daughter getting married in early March, we extended our time at home, which gave us plenty of time to see family and friends. Now, seeing family and friends was wonderful, but unfortunately not everything went as we had intended. Chrissy and I had previously taken a photograph of ourselves in Alaska, and while I did have some wonderful photographs of me with my mother, I wanted to recreate this photo, but instead of in Alaska, it would be on the North Yorkshire moors. This is how it went.
Hang on, just one leg. One leg. There we go. Now the other way. Up, one, three. Oh, Mum! Are you alright?
Fortunately, there was no lasting damage, as far as we can tell. And my sister did suggest, if I was looking to speed up the inheritance process, that I find a much less physical solution. So we're working on that. With all friends and family thankfully still alive, it was time for us to reverse our route back to the States. Back in Cape Cod, we had another visit with my cousin Stuart and then headed north. We had a brief overnight stop in Newburyport, and then continued our journey north up the coast the following day, all the way to Booth Bay Harbour. And that brings you right up to date. So what's next, I hear you ask? Well, being the gluttons for punishment that we are, we've decided we want to go somewhere colder. Over the next few days, we'll be continuing our journey north, taking a ferry to the island of Newfoundland. Once on the island, we will update you of our plans for the remainder of the year. Well, hopefully by now, while I've been chatting away, Chrissy will have finished clearing away the snow.
How are you getting on?
God, that's too big. I need a little something.